Pedro Serrano, the man who defied the sea. In the mid-16th century, a Spanish sailor named Pedro Serrano set sail across the Caribbean Sea. But fate had other plans. A violent storm rose from the east, tearing through the ship like a beast unleashed. Within hours, the proud vessel was gone, swallowed by the roaring sea. Only one man survived the night, Pedro Serrano. Carried by the current, he drifted for days, hungry, sunburnt, and near death. Until one morning, he awoke on the shore of a small, barren island, a speck of sand in an endless ocean. There was no fresh water, no fruit, no sign of life. But Serrano refused to die. He dug into the sand to trap rainwater and hunted turtles for food. He built a shelter from driftwood and turtle shells, creating a fragile home between sea and sky. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. Survival became his only religion. Human beings are not meant to live alone, and on that lonely island, time began to twist Serrano's mind. He spoke to the waves, to the stars, to the turtles that crawled across the sand. He prayed aloud, begging God for rescue. Sometimes he screamed into the wind, just to hear a voice, even if it was his own. But despite the crushing loneliness, Serrano refused to give up. One morning, Serrano saw something moving on the horizon. At first, he thought it was another mirage. But as the tide carried it closer, he saw a man clinging to wreckage. Serrano ran into the water, his heart pounding. A human being, after 7 years. The man was a sailor, shipwrecked like him. A fellow castaway, thrown by fate onto the same island. At first, Serrano could hardly speak. His voice cracked from years of silence. Years had passed since Serrano last saw a ship. He no longer believed rescue would ever come. The other sailor had long since died, leaving Serrano once again to face the silence. Then one day, something shimmered far in the distance, a shadow that did not fade. The sails grew larger, and this time they were real. Serrano stumbled to his feet and ran toward the water, screaming until his voice broke. The crew saw him, a wild, half-naked figure shouting from the edge of the world. They thought he was a ghost. But as their boat approached, they saw the truth, a man defying nature and time. Pedro Serrano's story became a legend, proof of the human spirit's power to endure the impossible. Because when all hope seems lost, the will to live can still light a fire, even on the loneliest island.